I need to emphatically and as powerfully and fiercely as I can say, you don't want your son calling Jesus a liar. That's what this young boy did. And he's been told by the Islamic schools and leaders in this community, and this is not even the pinhead, if you will, infusion of what's going to, a representation rather, of what's going to happen if you allow Mamdani to take the office of mayor of the city of New York. You don't want your children saying this on the streets of New York City. You don't want your children, as this young boy talked to me. Mr. Engineer, roll it one more. You don't want your children acting like this. You must stop Mamdani from taking the office of mayor of the city of New York. You don't want your children speaking like this.
Not God, because God created Jesus, so he can't be God.
Well, let me ask you a question. Did your mother create you?
Yes.
This boy is saying that Jesus can't be God, Jesus himself. How is this young boy is allowed to contradict Jesus? But they've told him in the Islamic schools, they've told him in the Muslim mosque, they've told him that Jesus is a liar. Mamdani says he's if you will, a very strong, if you will, unapologetic member of the Islamic faith. He is a Muslim and he will not apologize, and he believes what Muhammad said, that Jesus is not God, and they filtered it down to this young boy. Back that up one more time, Mr. Engineer. This young boy had filtered down what Mamdani preaches, and if he gets an opportunity to be mayor, which we want to stop, all of our children will be calling Jesus a liar. Mr. Engineer.
Jesus is not God because God created Jesus, so he can't be God.
Well, let me ask you a question. Did your mother create you?
Yes.
Is she still your mother? Doggone it. I'm not angry. I'm a preacher. I like to get, I'm very emphatic. Is your mother still your mother even though she created you? She didn't die when she created you, did she?
No.
Alpha, do you have a mother?
Yes.
Now, did your mother make you in a factory where like you make biscuits or you make chair? Where'd she make you? Oh, so at one point your mother was, what's her name?
Isata.
Your mother was Isata and Alpha at the same time, right? Well, no, you mean no. Weren't you in your mother?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's me. Because he didn't even...
No, I didn't say that she was you. I said at the time there were two, your mother, two living. You know those kids? There was two at the same time, right? Then you separated from your mother, right? And you are now who you are individually, being a third person, is that right?
Huh?
You're welcome. Meaning a third person, is that right? So, what's wrong with that? When Jesus was born, the Son of God, he became the second person, and the Holy Spirit became the third person, or the Trinity. You don't want your children calling Jesus a liar. You must do something. You must take your children out of the public school system wherein it's possible. Now, I realize for many of you, you probably don't have the wherewithal to afford a public education system, but I will be having our, if you will, leader of our public school system, of our Christian education system, Elder Adam Jacob LaFleur and Dr. Leah Kadana Hartfield, shortly setting up a program whereby even if you don't have the resources, those two, Dr. Hartfield and Elder LaFleur, will be establishing a principle by which we are going to educate children, because I am not going to allow the children of this community to be told inside of the public school system that Jesus is not God. I'm not going to allow that. I will not stand for that. Now, there are many pastors who just grin at it, and because they have no love for Jesus, they have no commitment, they have no wisdom. But that was just said to me just this summer on the streets of New York City. You don't want your children saying that. This boy is going to burn in fires of hell. You don't want your child saying the same thing. But that's what he's being taught. And Mamdani is set to make that, if you will, the global, or at least the national teaching in schools across New York City and America.